Testing this. Testing this. All right, there's a bit of a delay. Cool. All right, there's probably not a whole lot of people here because this stream just seemed to happen like last minute. But I was bored and I couldn't sleep. So I decided to just pop on and have some fun. So here's what we're doing. We are going to start just making random magic cards, and this is a program here that I really like to use. It's called mtg.design. I've made a bunch of magic cards before, like the plethora of Skittle cards that I've made. I have them all right here, like if you wanted to see those. And then I've made just cards that I claimed were better than Wizards, and in my own personal opinion, I thought they were better. But you know, I'm here to just have fun and mix some cards. And so I'm not sure if this will work here, but I can just make a new tab. Okay, it does switch over. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open a docs. I don't even know what docs I have. Whoops. No one saw that. No one saw that. You don't know who I am. Anyway, so here's what we're gonna do. Custom magic stuff. Exclamation mark. And so let's come over here and do a random name generator just as a placeholder for our main character, because you guys are going to tell me pretty much everything that's gonna happen in this. So let's do fantasy names. And let's just do any. And then we're gonna do both genders. And we're gonna generate 15 random names. We're just gonna pick a random one, just a random one. And here they are here. I think we're just gonna call him Tommy for now, Tommy. I'm not sure I like the Higgins part of it, but Tommy it is, and it's gonna be spelled like this, Tommie, Tommy. Okay, so let's pop over here into MTG Design, and we're just gonna call him Tommy, and we can re-render that. It's Tommy now. He is a creature because he's our main character, but should Tommy actually be Tommy, or should we like what should we do with Tommy? I want to see some chats maybe, although I don't know 100% if we have chats available. I didn't even pull up a chat on my other screen, so hold up. So if we pop in here, boom, pop out chat. There we go. So Cool. So I have the chat now, so now I can see it. But Tommy, it sounds like a very human name. So like obviously you want to say in the chat if you don't want him to be human, but I'm gonna go with the fact that he's human. So he's a creature, human. And I want to give him some characteristics, but I'm not 100% sure what to do about it, you know? And this is probably going to start off as a really lame stream because I'm trying to like have people help like make things happen. However, it's very hard for some new streamers to actually do anything, you know? So, what I think is he's a human, and humans follow like pretty much every single color. So, let's do a random number generator. Okay. Max is going to be 5 because there's 5 colors. And I doubt that there's very many human creatures that are colorless. So we'll exclude colorless. And so we'll generate a random number. And let's say Wooburg order, white's 1, and all the way to green is 5. So 3, 2, 1, 1. So we're going to go white. So he's going to be white. We'll just start by putting in white, 1 white as his casting cost. And that turns him into a 1/1. So we want Tommy to be main character, right? And so far we have his color association as white. But obviously all this stuff can change because, you know, you people get to choose pretty much everything. If you want it, I'll make it happen, you know? However, right now it's just random stuff. Right. So let's see. So if he's got a white affiliation, that means what was the white color in MTG meaning, right? Justice and virtue, community, order and hierarchy, camaraderie and coordination. So let's just copy those. Control C, Control V. We're gonna just keep the bolded points. And we keep these bolded ones. We can build kind of a structure around our buddy Tommy. what bit rate is. Honestly, it's telling me that the bit rate's different, but oh well. Anywho, so Tommy here, according to our random like stuff, values justice, virtue, community, order, hierarchy, camaraderie, and coordination. However, do we really want him to be just white? Do we really want his name to be Tommy? Does he really deserve to be human? I don't know. And this is probably the most boring stream ever. I keep saying that, but like, people just keep coming and going. Like, what the heck? So, let's see. So if he likes justice and virtue, let's say that Tommy here, let's say, and tell me if I'm wrong, let's say he's a soldier, so a human soldier in like an army, right? And so if we come over here and come into the details of this guy, he's a soldier in an army. And like what army should he be in? Should it be like, I don't know. If you want to drop a chat on like on this might be a perfect segue because like I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. It's so late, but I just like can't sleep. I don't know. But let's say he's a soldier in an army and the justice and virtue part of him comes out in that. So he really likes bringing justice at the hand of the army. And so to give him a bit of flavor, let's throw in the fact that whenever attacks, what do you want? Here, come here. Let's say hi to everybody. Come here. Come here. Up, 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 up. Oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? This is Jack Jack. He's going to help us out for a bit. So we can give him an attack trigger. And giving him an attack trigger might be useful, you know? Because that kind of plays into the whole justice and virtue, I guess. So whenever Tommy attacks, we can tap target creature an opponent controls with power less than or equal to Tommy's power. So if we do that, so whenever Tommy attacks, tap target creature an opponent controls with power less than or equal to Tommy's power. I don't know, it kind of feels a little too. I mean, he's our main character, so we should totally make him a mythic rare. And with him being a mythic rare, let's make his mana cost 2 white and 2 generic. And since he's 2 white and 2 generic, we should make his power and toughness follow a little bit. So let's make him a 2/4, you know? Especially since we're tapping something. So whenever he attacks, we can tap something with power 2 or less. And I feel like that's pretty good. I feel like that's pretty good. And let's give him kind of like a title. Tommy Tommy. Tommy, what's something like in the army that you could do? Like um just lieutenant. I do not know if I spelled that right. I did not. And let's make him legendary because why not? So I feel like just being able to tap a creature an opponent controls isn't enough. So let's give him some flavor text. All right. Let's give him some flavor text. Let's kind of play into the story a little bit. So if we come over here, so he's a soldier in the army. He is a lieutenant. And let's say that he got promoted for his virtue. And let's kind of put in the flavor text then. Let's put a quote from his promotion. And let's say honor comes heroes go. However, your actions stain. Your actions will change the world. And let's just go back to our random name generator. And let's just say that Lewis said that. Just a placeholder name. Lewis. And so that gives him some flavor text. And so we can re-render that. Ooh. So we're going to take out this, and we're just going to say equal to Tommy's power, because I feel like cards do that nowadays. You know, is it going to render? Okay, so that's better. So Tommy, just lieutenant. Whenever Tommy, just lieutenant attacks, you can tap target creature an opponent controls with power less than or equal to Tommy's power. And he is a human soldier, so he falls into the soldier archetype pretty well because I mean he's a 2/4 mana. So, whoa, are you okay, bud? You okay? Anyway, So I feel like this is okay, but I kind of want some opinions on it. Hi, buddy. Hi. You okay? There we go. Just stay right there. I do want some opinions on this. And I feel like waiting for people to actually watch the stream is hard. I don't know. Streaming's just hard. I thought it was going to be a whole lot easier, but it's not. Yes. All right. The audio is working. All right. I just saw someone popped in. All right. I put this question in the chat too, but do you think Tommy here, Just Lieutenant, is underpowered? He's a 4-mana 2/4, and whenever he attacks, you can tap another creature an opponent controls with power less than or equal to Tommy's power. What do you think? And if he's not underpowered, you can tell me that too. Because I feel like this is an okay card. I also think that the rarity is a little too high, so let's make him a rare. Or pop out. This is Jack Jack. Here, go on that way, buddy. Go on. Good job. All right. So I'm going to remove the total here for just a second. We're going to call this stream. by going STM, so stream. We're going to save this. So then let's just add like a little bit more. So let's just bring out a second card and let's go on ahead and do Lewis, general of, let's say our army is in, let's come over here to our random name generator and come up here, fantasy places. We're going to go to, let's do countries. And mass pour. Why not? Let's call it mass pour. General of mass pour. And Lewis, General of mass pour, is another human soldier, legendary creature. And this dude is going to be, he's going to be 6 mana. Because even though we're going to get a 4 power, 4 toughness guy, when Lewis, General of mass pour, enters, create 3 white, 1/1 human soldier creature tokens. And then because Lewis here is the general, he's going to say other soldiers you control have vigilance. And instead of creating 3, we're paying 6 mana for 3 1/1s. That's 7. So I think we're gonna just bonk this guy down to just create a 1/1 white human, a white 1/1 human soldier creature token. And then other soldiers you control have vigilance. And then let's render this and see what happens. So when Lewis, General of mass pour, enters, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Other soldiers you control have vigilance. And so he himself doesn't have vigilance. However, I think we should give him vigilance just to add to the flavor. So we render that again. Okay. And then I think this is okay. I think that this guy, actually, we need to give him first strike and vigilance. I think that's great. And he can also be a rare. So we'll save that. So then let's download this image. And then let's go real quick to home. STM. Hold up. Let's edit Tommy real quick. Tommy needs to be in STM. Render. There we go. Save. So now if we go home, come down here to STM. Boom. Open that in a new tab. Open that in a new tab. So here we have Tommy, just lieutenant. And then after that, we have Lewis, General of Mass Corps. So Lewis, General of Mass Corps, promotes Tommy to lieutenant after seeing his actions, if that makes sense. So we kind of have a little bit of a story going on there. And so they're both in mono white, and mono white soldiers, pretty great. And so in this STM set or stream set, soldier archetype is going to be a pretty heavy archetype. So let's come back over here. Create another one. Oh look, it's Seth, Janky Wizard. For STM, total is going to be none 3. So this will be the third card that we make. Now, all of this is still not, anything at all. So it's all subject to change. So now, let's see, promotion MTG card. I'm pretty sure that there is a card called promotion. Or is it demotion? Because if it's a demotion, then we can make the literal opposite of it. Because I want to, that's ossification. Because I want to make something the complete opposite of it. So let's just open up Scryfall real quick. And let's just look up promotion. Battlefield promotion. It's put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That creature gains first strike until end of turn. You gain 2 life. And so I think that we should print Battlefield promotion in this set because actually, no, we should make a different card that's not Battlefield promotion. Because if we have Battlefield promotion, then Wizards can say, frick you. And I don't want that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come over here and we're going to call it let's say what's another synonym for promotion? Synonym for promotion. Advancement, ascent, creation, rise, elevation, upgrading, upgrade, preferment, preference, ennoblement, exaltation. let's call it necessary advancement. Okay, now first we have to copy this, bring it over to scribe file, and plug it in. No cards are found for necessary advancement, so that means we can use this as our card. So for necessary advancement, what's going to happen is now I'm just throwing all this out here, for 2 and a white, we're going to get a sorcery, because we don't want it at instant speed. And it's going to be at the uncommon level. Going to be a little bit rarer. What's up, Bubba? What's up? It's just my little doggo. So, what's up? What's up? You know what? We have to give Tommy a dog now. Target non-legendary. Target non-legendary creature you control gets +1/+1 for each legendary creature you control. +1/+1 until end of turn for each legendary creature you control. So I'd say this is pretty good because you can give a non-legend +1/+1 for each legend. So I think that's pretty cool. Save. Anyway, I think I'm gonna log off. If you watch this video and you actually liked seeing me make this, please just tell me, because I like making custom Magic cards, and if there's people out there that'll watch it, I'll totally do more of this. But if there's not very many people that want to watch it, I just won't do it. Anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.